Catfish here in the tank with you. Looking at, wow, did you guys get this pick from yesterday? VRPX. Whoa, 75% gain on VRPX. Holy smokes. That's a big mover, everybody. I don't know who it was that told us about this, but maybe we'll see a pullback. Maybe we won't. VRPX. We are here looking at Sofi, which is also green today, this morning in the pre-market, as I noticed. And I expected to see it just keep climbing now until the earnings call. I think yesterday was the big washout yesterday morning. They did a great job on the stock. They got it to almost, 620, 615, and they were trying for a 613 low, but they didn't get it. And now she's at 644. 30-cent gain off the low yesterday, pretty much. That's pretty nice, folks. That's pretty nice. A 30-cent gain off yesterday's low. And folks, wait till you see what happens now that we closed at the end of the day. The high was 638, and we closed at the high of the day. 668, folks, is where we're going to end up. Probably about 666, to be honest with you. Good morning, pale pinkish humanoid. Apollo Chariot, yo, let's make some dough. Yes, absolutely. Good morning and welcome to the tank. Good morning, everybody. I'm only here for a brief period this morning. I'm only going to be up running for about 40 more minutes, and then I've got a meeting I've got to attend this morning. And then I don't know how long that meeting's going to take. Probably, I don't know, a half an hour to an hour, and then I'll be back on. But anyway, good morning from Troy, Michigan. All right. Nice. We got a local here with us right now. Good morning, Rusty Prater. Whoa, yeah. Look at this thing. We got some others on our radar today besides just Sofi, but we're feeling good here about the way we're headed, the direction we're headed in. And I can't wait to see the volume today. In case you guys weren't aware, doing a little comparative volume on Sofi. Take a look at this Sofi volume coupled with the Sofi institutional ownership chart. So we're going to couple these together. These are how many institutions have been buying Sofi during the past few months, okay? Now, I can only think of one reason why so many institutions would suddenly start accumulating shares of Sofi. And that would be because they presume the price is going up. And I am no financial advisor, folks. I do not hold a degree. I do not make any promises. In fact, the only promise that I do make is that I make no promises. Love from South Africa. All right. TS man, welcome. GPAG, good morning. Sofi, let's go. That's right. That's right, everyone. And so couple the number of institutions piling in on this stock right now with the other things that we're seeing here on this stock. All right. And one of them is volume. Take a look here, folks. Take a look at the dates and look at the volume. July the 3rd. Look at the volume over here. 15 million shares. Now, that was a shortened day of trading. But the next day, July the 5th, was a full day of trading, folks. 15 million shares traded. And they borrowed probably that many that day to short the stock down. So no wonder the price went all the way down here. Okay. And then take a look at this. And by the way, take a look at the close. The closing day before yesterday on 22 million shares was 635. And yesterday, 40 million shares, almost 3 times as many as 2 days before. And the price closes 638. And the next day begins its climb. All right. And for those of you who are shorting this, I'm sorry. that I had to show you that. I know it's not very pretty, but it's pretty good for us longs, that's for sure. It is pretty good for us longs. Good morning, Vietnam. Yes, Raccoons TV. Ron, good morning and welcome to the tank. So I just got through showing everybody SoFi's institutional chart has eclipsed the all-time high, and it's even going higher now. And the reason this is because they are accumulating shares, folks. And I'm not just talking about small players here. We're talking about Apollo's Chariot. Yo, yo, yo. We're talking about very large players coming in here now. Goldman Sachs, Vanguard, BlackRock, ARK Investment. We just saw an entry by Knights of Columbus. The state of North Carolina, the state of Florida has put money in. The state of Texas, I believe, we've seen insurance companies coming in. The spring is compressed and ready to bounce. That's right. R. Richie, be good. You're right. Notice that he's disappointed with share price performance, but excited for back half of 2025. I bet he is. Oh, they know where this is going. They can see it's all just right now on the stove. We got a nice long slow cook going on, folks. Slow cook. And the ones that are going to get cooked is the shorts. Beginning today, it's going to be a nice eventful day with a green day at the end of the day today. I'm pretty certain. And my guess is around 666 close. My guess is around a 666 close, up 30 cents from yesterday's close. That or the high. So here's my suggestion to you. If you bought this at 620, sell a little bit at 666 and buy it back at 661 with Catfish today, okay? Sell some at 664, 665, 666, and expect even a chance at 667, 68, and 69. Put some orders there in the same way you put them in as we buy, would be my suggestion. And then they'll pull it back down to 655, and then you'll get to buy it again from 666 to 655 with Catfish. And then it'll go right on up over 666 and put some sell orders in at 677, 676, 678. And then they'll pull it back down to 666 again. And when they get to 678, then it'll go back over that to 687. And you're going to sell at 686 with me, 687, 688, 689. And we're going to buy it back at 670s or maybe even 660s after we sell at 688. And then we're going to wait, and it'll go up over 688, and we're going to sell it at 696, 697, 698, and 699, and buy it back at 688. Okay, that's what I think, and that's what I'm going to try all day. Well, you guys got to know, and gals, I'm not going to be here. In your soul, good morning. The U.S. Treasury should buy some SoFi and get our country out of debt. Yeah, baby. Nice. I like that a lot. Good morning, everybody. I'm only going to be here until about 9:45, 9:50. I've got about maybe 20 more minutes left. I can stay on here with you guys this morning. We will get to at least see the opening bell and watch the short suffrage begin. And I have a feeling that, like I said, today is going to be a very good day. I was very encouraged to see the volume yesterday. Jason Snook, the volume reaching 40 million shares after just 15 million. And then to see that run up at the end of the day as more and more came aboard for the big run into the earnings call. And folks, it's coming. I cannot wait to see. And do you guys know, yesterday morning, I started talking to you about some of the things going on that I saw beneficial SoFi that many people were overlooking. And one of them is Galileo. And yesterday I was talking about that Galileo, how many RFPs they have, requests for proposal. And there were literally, as Anthony Noto himself said, and I have it written down in his words, if I can find them here just a second. Let me look here and find them. what it was that he said exactly. He said, we have a robust pipeline of ongoing conversations with potential banks. Customers is what he actually said. And SoFi is going to become the AWS of the financial infrastructure companies. It is going to do that. I'm certain of it. SoFi will become the Amazon of financial infrastructure companies. And there are a few things that need to occur, okay? There are 5 areas, and I'm going to be using some information I picked up from a gentleman last night who put up something here recently, and he is with the Motley Fool. But the one thing that he stated was, and I'll go over these in a minute with you in entirety. I'm kind of waiting for the tank to get full. And you guys, let's do this. The time now is 9:26. So let's do this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Susan, for that donation. I appreciate that. I know it. LVGN for the win. I got to show you people LGVN this morning. Look at it. Up 106%, folks. LGVN. LVGN. My dyslexia takes over. 106% gain. If you got this yesterday, take a look at the number 2 pick, LGVN. Boom. Yesterday's number 2 pick, up 107%. Yep, you called it top watch yesterday. That is correct. That is what I called yesterday. Well, I've also got SNGX. SNGX, and look at that thing. It's up 15% today. My number 1 pick, SNGX. My number 2 pick, LGVN. My number 3 pick is this one, PEGY. Holy crap, everybody. My number 4 pick, BENF. Where in the world is it, I wonder? Holy smokes, everybody. Wow. That's impressive. My number 4 pick, BENF, right there. All right. Every single one of them green today, folks. KZIA went off to, I didn't even have that one written down. Oh, man. Well, listen, folks. Yeah, those are some big picks for this week. Congratulations if you bought this one, SNGX, yesterday. These were my picks written down yesterday. Ridiggity pointed out this one, SNDX, GX, good call, Ridiggity. I like to give credit where credit is due. All the fish here in the tank that help us make money together. We're all working together as a team. So, wow. And I've got a lot of other information here that I've gathered today to share with you. But I want you to know I'm only going to be here for a little bit here this morning. Yes, thank you very much. And I like it when people will acknowledge that, I call things out. I call out numbers. All right, here we go, folks. I missed the time. We were going to do it at 6:28:08. Let's just do it at the ringing of the bell. All right, here we go, folks. 10, right now, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring the bell and hit the like. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you didn't already hit that like. And Susan gets another entry into a chance to win what we're giving away next, which is going to be a Catfish coffee mug. Right on. Susan gets another entry into the drawing for her donation today. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. VRPX is up 70%. Well, I wouldn't be buying of it then. I'm sorry. I just didn't even know anything about VRPX yesterday. I didn't even write it down. But anyway, I've got some other ones I'm watching here this morning. BLUE was another one that barely has now broken over $1 and may stay over, but it just seems to be trading sideways there. It should eventually blow away from that, though, folks. It doesn't stay flat forever at $1, okay? And I can't even get a chart on that right now. Next, VRPX. Wow, up 96% right now. Shiminy Christmas, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I don't usually buy stocks like that when they're up that much. I wait for the next day's washout. So this will be top of the list tomorrow, VRPX. All right, thank you for pointing it out to me, but I just wouldn't buy it here. All right. July 11th, buy VRPX. All right, thank you for bringing that to my attention, but I wouldn't get it here. Up 112, up 116. Golly. I don't know. What did they do? What did they do? 2 hours ago, announces positive results of swine model pilot study for Probudur. Whatever that is. But see what's going to happen, see here, folks, with TENX. When TENX gets its approval, folks, it's going to do the same thing, believe me. TENX, and it's going to go up more than 127%. But, folks, I'm bringing this one to your attention anyway, all right? I'm not going to suggest you buy it now. I don't know what to tell you about it, to be honest with you. I'd be cautious. I'd be cautious, okay? Let's watch the washout tomorrow. I wouldn't go in on this. I'm sorry, especially at 266. There's just no way. I've already told everybody I'm stopping early today. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yep. Perfect. 266, folks. They're dropping it already. And I told you, be cautious on this one. We're not going to get this one. We may look for a major pullback of maybe 50% on this one tomorrow. Who knows? But don't get it now, please. Just my suggestion. You can buy a little if you want. Buy 5 shares of it and make $10 and go buy yourself some coffee at Starbucks. Anthony Policino, good morning. Lucy again on the run. Yes. Lucy. It's funny. Isn't it funny? Look at this. I have this piece of paper right here with Lucy on it, sitting right here to show everybody. Yeah, isn't that something? LUCY, everybody. Lucy. Some of you guys still own this stock. I don't know who, but look at her. She's running again. LUCY up 10%. Look at that chart. Look at the thing take off this morning. Boom. Yep. And look at the 1 month on Lucy. Yeah. She has been way higher, folks, when we sold it. And look at that thing now. She's plateauing right on the 200-day moving average. She's on it right now, folks. And she could bounce off this. Just look at this. Okay? She started to break up over the 200-day. They attacked it back down to the 200-day, and now she may bounce just like Sofi does right off that. I kind of like that. Thank you for pointing that out to me right now. So, folks, you look at it. It's up 12% and rising 10% now. LUCY. That chart looks good. We'll have to watch it real close because they may really try to smash it off of this and keep it below that 200, or it may break above it. That's a good point. Thank you. Back to Sofi now. Let's go look at it. Well, what a way to start the day, huh? 35 cents higher than yesterday's low. And my prediction today is around a 666 close, or at least that for the high. So I expected it's still got a lot of room to go because it closed at the high of the day. And you might be wondering, what do you mean by that, Catfish? So what? It closed at the high of the day. Well, let me go back here. I've shown people this before, but I'll show some of you new folks. We're just going to go back here and show you some closings at the high of the day, okay? Where it closed near or at the high of the day like yesterday. So here are some examples of them. I'm going back to in October. We'll just go back here in October and look where the high of the day and where it closed near the high of the day. So as you can see on these dates, this is where the price opened. This is the high of the day. This is where it closed. And then this is the low. And then this is where it closed. So what I'm looking for is days where the high of the day, which would be right here, were near. Look at this one. 757 was the high. We closed at 755. Now, yesterday, we closed right at the high of the day. But look what happened when we closed near the high. It jumped the next day to 764, then 790, then 828. So it was the catalyst for a big 4-day move when we closed near the high of the day. And I'm going to show you some other ones. Let's look at some other ones here so you can see what I mean, how good it is to close near the high of the day. Here's one. All right, 692 was where we opened, 695 for the high, closed at 694, and bam, jumped to 711 and then 739. So there's another example of closing near the high of the day and what can happen afterwards. All right. And now we're going to go back down here. Here was a high of the day. We're going to find another one where we closed near the high. 672, right there. 672 was the high of the day. We closed at the high, and the next day, bam, 703, a 29-cent climb. All right? I'm showing you this because it's important for you to learn to read these things, okay? And so when you close near the high of the day, that's a good signal for Sofi to make a move the next day of about 30 cents usually. I'm just trying to point it out. You can use this information or not. It's your decision what you want to do with the information I'm sharing with you. See here when the high of the day was 803, closed at 799, 4 cents off the high, and bam, jumped to 845. And the absolute opposite can happen if you close way off the high. The next day, it's going to tank more. See here, 812. The high of the day was 810, and we finished off at 795, 15 cents off the high, and then 798 the next day. But anyway, folks, I'm just showing you. Right here's another one, 999, closed 6 cents off the high, 1016. It happens over and over, folks. Here was 9.99, closed 3 cents off the high, 10.49 the next day. It's starting to see the relevance of the closing price with the next day's run up. I hope it's starting to sink in and you're starting to learn and have learned something just from what I just showed you over the last 15 minutes. It's good for you to look at these things and understand them, people. Believe me, you can make money off of it if you see it. Here's a 758 high, 753 close, 763 the next day, then on up to 833. Look at this, 750 high, 749 close, bam, 833 the next day. Are you guys getting it? I hope so. Close near the high, good thing. But not only is it good to close near the high, but you can see here, look at the high, 834. They ran it down to 783 the next day, 757, 747. She's collapsing. You don't want to close that far off the high and hang on, folks. But when you're closing near the high of the day, you're in good shape. Here you go. 770 was the high, closed 4 cents. The high was 814, closed, well, it was still not really at the high, but man, a nice jump the next day. But I am showing you this because it often happens, folks. 843 was the high of the day. The low closed at 842, and then bam, closed at 842. The next day, 855, okay? And I'm just showing you this. Then the next day, 858. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit sometimes, folks. When you see us close near the high of the day, be happy, okay? Be happy. And expect about a 30-cent gain on the following day's high, all right, which will be today, which means we're going to probably see a closing somewhere around 666 or somewhere around there would be where we might likely go based on the history that I just showed you. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And I can show you another thing that I really like. The low yesterday was $6.15, and today, right now, we're sitting 30 cents higher than that. And there seems to be nobody interested in really selling it here, even at this price. 100 people on the channel. I'd like to ask you all to do me a favor. The time now is 9:40. And I'd like in 10 seconds for us all to try to hit the like button at the same time, if you don't mind. We're going to do that right now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like button, please, at 9:40 and 48 seconds. I would appreciate that. And so, folks, we're not just looking at this stock today. Look at the one I called for my picks over here for today. Hold on. Here's my picks today. My number one and number two picks. Did you look at LGVN? Did anybody look at LGVN this morning? Look at the price on it. Wow. And man, oh man, folks, it has dropped down a lot. It was up 120%. My number one pick, and here's the shakeout. So this is the point where we're going to get some of this. LGVN. This is the time I've been waiting for right now. It was my number one pick to get washed out. It's still up massively, and the volume is insane, folks. 43 million shares. There's not even that many shares. This stock has, statistically, let's go look at while we buy these shares, by the way. LGVN, shares outstanding, 8.12 million shares. The float is 3.88 million shares, folks. That's the float on this stock. 3.88 million. It has plenty of room to still run, folks. So I'm telling you, LGVN, from 513, you would have been wise to sell this stock at 513 and buy it back at 497 or 501. New to the game, Catfish. Thank you for showing me all this. I have some extra scratch laying around, and this line of work has always been fascinating to me. All right, sure. Yes. PEGY is climbing. Yes, that's another stock I have on my list. Look at these I have. SNGX, LGVN, PEGY, BENF, ZAPP. Folks, look at these things, and I'm telling you, this LGVN, folks, we're looking for the bottom on it, and there's one head fake you just saw. They took it back to 5 and down to 488 again. 480s. We're waiting for this to just get hit bad, and then we're going to get it. LGVN, folks. I've already got it. It's on my list. LGVN to buy today. For sure to buy to this today. And I'm going to be buying. And I'm writing down 9:45 a.m. because this is the perfect time, folks, to pick up this stock. LGVN. And I'm going to go in right now, and I'm just going to pick up 10 shares at 4 whatever I get. 10 shares right now, folks. I'm not going heavy. I'd love to get 488. My order is in right now. LGVN. I'm trying to get 488 or somewhere near that. And I just filled, folks, at 499. Wow. I didn't even come close to 488. All right, well, I got 10 at 499. I don't like to buy at that number usually, but that's what it filled at. I got to take it. And I'm going to go ahead and put in another order for that right now. LGVN. Boom. Time to learn. That's right. 491, folks. I'm only doing 10 shares at a time here. I'm not sure where this is going. It'll go to 488 most likely. And I was about to say I should just put in one at 489 right now because I know they'll go for 488. So I'm going to do 489. I don't care about the 488. I'll go 489. I'm just doing 10 share buys here, folks. LGVN. Now, there's some other stocks that we're obviously looking at this morning, but I want to show you the ones that we're looking at. The This is it, SNGX. She has maybe hit the bottom right there. We're looking for maybe a double bottom on this. SNGX, good morning. Did you go over LGVN? Yes, I just talked about it. I'd actually just changed the page from it. ZAPP, I just bought it at 480, 491 and 499. I just bought some. This may be the bottom on ZAPP, folks. This was one of my big picks too. ZAPP. She may be there at $12. She may be finally having been worked out completely. Oh yeah. Look at that thing down 56%, folks. ZAPP 1186. I'm gonna take a little of this right now too. And I'm gonna buy 10 shares of this. Oh, I'm being very cautious this morning, folks. Very cautious. I want it right now, folks. This one here. ZAPP, and I'm in for 10 shares on ZAPP here. I like it under 12. 1196. Well, I got 10 shares under 12. 1196 on ZAPP. And I'm going to go again now that I see it jump over 12. And I'm going to get it right now. Putting another order in on this one on ZAPP right now. God, dogs, look at that thing. 1229. Wow. ZAPP. Wow. There's my order right there probably, and then they take it lower, of course. Oh no, don't say of course. That's not going to happen. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a 1213 now. Oh, look at that, man. Yeah, I was just like, let's see if we can get a 1213 now. And there's a 1208, which I love. I'm in here. I'm going in again on ZAPP, folks. I think she's done. I'm in at 1214, folks. I'm just buying 10 shares at a time. How's Sofi looking now? Ah, look at him try to run it down, and it's still freaking 25 cents over yesterday's low. Wow. That's beautiful, folks. Yeah, PEGY. I know all about it. I got it on my radar. She's gone. Congratulations, you Peggy buyers, and I know you're doing really well. You guys can see this. This is my list for today, folks. SNGX, LGVN, PEGY, BENF, and ZAPP. These are my picks for today. And I now have about, I'm going to have to end this. I'm going to have to end this right here pretty soon, folks. I've got a meeting I've got to attend, and I'm going to have to end this here very soon. I wish I could stay right now, man. I really do, but I would pick up some Sofi right here. If they try to take it into the red, get it at $6.38, and you'll be a happy camper, because all they want to do is get it 1 penny red, and then they'll try to accumulate it there, 1 penny red at $6.38. Isn't it interesting? The day's range is already $6.39. NNE is going down again. Let me know what you think. With these types of stocks, usually it's just an in and out. I don't ever look back at them again. You guys keep me reminding me to look at them, but I don't ever look at them again. I wash my hands of them. I don't care what they do after I made my $100 or $500 or $5,000. I just don't look at them again. They're one-day runners. That's what we're picking up. These stocks today, they're one day, jump in, jump out. You made a bunch of money. Goodbye. That's what we do with these. ZAPP, I just bought it right then. I'm going to buy some more of it right now. I've got it at 1196, 1214, 1229. And I'm buying ZAPP because it's down 57% in 2 days right now. It's down 57% off what they took it up to. In case you don't know about it, here's what happened to it. It shot way up. And right here, we're at a point where this is the resistance level right there before when they dropped it. And so it's at that point again right now. That's why I decided, boom, I'm going to take it right now. All right. So that's why I bought it there. And I'm buying more. I'm going to put in a market share order right now. And I'm in on this. And I'm just nibbling at it. I'm buying 10 shares at a time. Buying 10 shares at a time, folks, of ZAPP. And I just filled, ladies and gentlemen, at $12.30 on ZAPP. There's my order right there. Boom, probably. Oh, look at it rise. Very nice. Well, here's my buys on ZAPP, folks. 1196, 1229, 1214, 1230. Okay. And my buys on LGVN. Am I making any? Did I make a good decision to buy that? Well, it looks like it. That looks good. LGVN at 489, 491, 499. I did not get 489. I never got 489. That one didn't fill. So we got to scratch that one off. But this is on my list for a reason, folks. I'm going to buy some more right now of it. I'm in on this one. LGVN again. I'm going in. I don't like to buy at 513, but I'm in if I can get it. At 513, bring it to me. 513. Oh, they'll get it there. Maybe. Maybe they won't. They'll try it again, though. So I've now got an order in at 513 on LGVN. Waiting for it to fill right now. They'll get it back down there. One more tap at it. I know they will. I have confidence in them. They may even take it to 508 again here. Yeah, baby. 513. Bring it to me, LGVN Shorty. You can do it. I know you will. I'm so certain of it. I just know them so well at this point in time. We're like joined at the hip almost, us and the shorties, man. I know what they're going to do. Siamese cat. There it is. Here it comes. Boom. And thank you very much. 508. I told you we may even see 508. I told you so. Oh, man, I love calling things like that. Beautiful. 508. Some of you might have put an order there. I just got it at 513, though, and it makes me happy. Look at that. They took it down to my number exactly, 508. You guys are probably thinking, man, this guy's got some sort of crystal ball sitting in front of him or something. He's got some sort of, why get in on a stock that is up over 80%? Well, just watch and observe. I guess that's all I can tell you. Why wouldn't you buy it at 489 and 491, 499, 513 when it's at 538 now? Do you really need to ask such silly questions? I mean, goodness. Oh, I sell them today. This will be sold today. This will be sold very quickly today. Now, unfortunately, I cannot stick around with you guys. Hold on a second. What, pumpkin?
You need to get off of it.
Yep, I know. So, folks.
As soon as the meeting's over, you'll be back.
Yep, I know. I already told everybody that. All right, everybody. There's 102 here on the channel. I'd like to ask you before I step away and take care of my morning business for an hour. I need you to please, and I don't even know if I'll be gone for an hour or not, but I just know when to look for the bottom. That's all. I just know where the bottom. I tend to have a tendency. I've been around a long time, and I have tendencies. Okay, and I just bought this one too, ZAPP. I just bought this one at $11.96, so I don't always make the right call. I'm also buying this one here. People have been buying this with me for quite a all week long, weeks actually. Then started buying it with 80 cents a piece. So people are doing real well on that one. And here's a chance to buy some BENF at its very bottom, folks. Look at those big head fakes. BENF. I told you this one's been on my list for 5 days now, folks, waiting for it to hit the bottom. It still hasn't. So be careful. This one could very soon hit the very bottom and then run like the wind. And this is 5 days of them running it down, folks. 5 days of it. Look at that thing being run down, and it's starting to flatten out and may jump off of this. So watch it, folks. BENF. OPTT's down 6% and caught in a valley. You might get it right there. OPTT, folks. They ran it down. Pick up a little bit of that right there. That looks good. All right, I got to go, folks. LGVN, folks. I hope it's at $7 when I get done with this meeting. Bye-bye, everybody. I will catch you later. I'm going to have a new thumbnail up, too. Adios, amigo. Yep. I will be back. Don't worry. Give me a half hour, hour and a half. I don't know how long it's going to take. Yep. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Have a good one, everybody. And please, please, please,